Hi, my name is Fabia. I work in the product support team at Biognosys. In this video tutorial, I will show you the latest improvements related to the user interface in Spectronaut 15. A user-friendly experience has always been a top priority when developing Spectronaut. With Spectronaut 15, we took an extra step in this direction to make DIA even more accessible. In this video, I will show you the major improvements to the user interface of the software. However, you will find many more as you navigate to the software.
The first major change are the icons in the analysis perspective that are available here under the Experiment tab. These icons allow you to save the experiment, refresh the post-analysis, reorder, add or remove runs, visualize and change some of the analysis settings. Before, you had to do this by right-clicking on the Experiment tab. Now, the most common actions are accessible through these intuitive icons. Spectronaut now features a new protein-centric view of your analysis to easily visualize differential protein expression. Differential abundances across samples are displayed in colors, red for lower and blue for higher abundances. You can also filter the list by identified protein groups, complete profiles, coefficient of variation, and the candidates according to the differential abundance testing. By dragging a column and dropping it to the designated area above the grid, you group the list by that function. For a selected protein group, you can also display protein coverage and quantity profile. Back to the tree view. By default, the runs are now filtered by identification, which means that only what has passed all the identification cutoffs specified in the settings is shown, namely precursor posterior error probability cutoff, precursor Q-value cutoff, and protein Q-value cutoff at both experiment and run level. You can also see what has not been identified or remove all the identification filters to visualize all the data. If you go to the precursor ion level, you can now visualize a precursor's XAC across all the samples. This new visualization allows you to easily and quickly browse through thousands of XACs in a glance and navigate between them with ease. By right-clicking on the panel, you can also sort the grid by experiment conditions and replicates. Conditions are sorted in rows and replicates in columns. From the cross-runs plot, you can change to run-specific plots. The precursor name above the XAC plot is now a clickable link, which redirects you to that specific precursor in that run. You can also open several plots simultaneously with the new floating windows option. You can open up to 3 floating windows per experiment. This is especially handy if you have more than one monitor, but also on a single screen, it allows you to look at several plots simultaneously. For data that use ion mobility as a fourth dimension for ion separation, such as diapasef data, the Mobilogram is now available. The Mobilogram allows for manual peak integration in ion mobility dimension. By reintegrating the ion mobility dimension, the retention time XAC also changes since it is built from what is contained in the ion mobility extraction window. If you want to reintegrate a peak, you can adjust the extraction boundaries and this will automatically affect the retention time XAC. You can now also visualize several perspectives simultaneously by detaching them. And for instance, keep the analysis and post-analysis perspectives open on separate monitors. In the post-analysis perspective, you can now find a new data points per peak plot, which shows you the experiment distribution with the median as well as the DPPs in each sample. A new addition is also the principal component analysis that shows sample clustering based on their protein profile. In the volcano plot, besides highlighting in red the protein candidates based on the differential abundance testing, you can now custom select other of your proteins of interest and highlight them in blue. A similar feature that was one of our most requested is to highlight specific proteins in the ranked protein groups plot. The comparisons visualized in the volcano plot are defined in the condition setup. You can always redefine the comparisons in the analysis perspective under settings. Here you can define the condition that you want to use as the reference for differential abundance testing, and all other conditions will be compared against that one. Last but not least, in the report perspective, next to the standard report, you now find the Ptm Site Report. This report allows for site-level collapse of the data for Ptm workflows. We will cover this topic in another video tutorial.
As you can see, Spectronaut 15 offers new powerful visualization tools to gain even more biological insight out of your DIA data. Drop us a comment if you like the new changes to the user interface and if you have further suggestions. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and stay tuned on our channel for future videos. Thank you for watching.